I'm in desperate need of another cup of coffee. It's funny how coffee works. You go to the kitchen, you search for other things. You eat a piece of chocolate. You discover your wife's hidden stash of snacks. You eat said piece of chocolate, but you still feel that unfulfilled feeling. My name is Puchert, and this is Finding Frequency. I have now come to the realization that that unfulfilled feeling is indeed the need for caffeine. And I have to remedy that. But first, what I want to do is I want to have a quick catch up with you. I hope you're having a good day. Well, it's Friday. We have survived another sprint in the pandemic. Once again, my lightheartedness seems to underplay all the stress and anxiety that a lot of people are feeling. I just exited a session where I've been sharing some virtual space with a bunch of event designers. A great bunch of people that I've gotten to know last year. And it's funny how things have changed, because last year they were the masters of gigantic events that drew in a lot of people. And in a split second, that whole industry has been flipped on its head. We sometimes think that we have to take our existing event and then translate it into a digital virtual experience. I can just see the Brady Bunch of blocks from Zoom popping up. How dull is that? The real challenge is actually to rethink what events mean. How will events of the future look like? Will we ever be able to get together again in mass? Do we really want to gather again in mass to have some kind of joint experience in the form of, air quotes, an event? That's interesting questions, but that's not why you're here. So another space that is on my mind all the time is my home country, South Africa. And yesterday they announced that my fellow South Africans will be staying indoors for an extra 2 weeks. And I think there's a lot of people who feel solidarity and potentially feel a little bit confused or distressed about this idea of sitting behind closed doors for more time, because when you live in a country like South Africa, not being out in the streets, making a living is really tough for some. My heart goes out to my countrymen.
My name is Mary and I'm Werner's mother. May I add that I'm a very proud mother?
Now, Mom.
We live in Durbanville, which is a town in the Western Cape in South Africa. During this time of social distancing, and also because we are presently in a lockdown situation, I've been afforded time for introspection, an abundance of time. While my hands are busy with my hobbies, my mind is in overdrive trying to sort out all the problems of the world. I wonder if the stories that we hear about how this COVID-19 virus actually began is really true. I wonder how long it will take for this pandemic to end and how it will end. I wonder if and when and what the next major world-shaking occurrence will be. I also ponder on the idiosyncrasies of the human race. What an odd bunch we are. I marvel at the arrogance of a few fellow South Africans. We spread lies about an upcoming uprising, and I resent that such messages land up on my phone. How dare they? Then again, I marvel at fellow South Africans that go about doing their jobs with such love and commitment, despite having to leave their own families at home while they care for others. I smile at the humor in many situations and weep a silent tear for the heartbreak in others. In normal times, some of my time was taken up doing the school runs and caring for our 2 grandchildren who live here in Durbanville. It pains me now that their normal is not normal anymore. Social contact of any kind is prohibited. Shopping for food and medications are the only excuse for being away from one's home. Where I just a short while ago played a prominent role in the little ones' lives, there is now nothing, no contact. Stay inside, they say, no walking about, nothing. I feel helpless a lot of the time, and feeling helpless is new to me. Usually I can fix things, but not this time. I wonder about people who do not have faith. Or how do they cope? Faith is what keeps my spirits up. Faith that soon COVID-19 will be a vague memory of an unseen virus that almost brought everything and everyone to a complete standstill. And I love that there is a saying about the people of South Africa. 'N boer maak 'n plan. Roughly translated, it means we always make a plan. That we do.
Going to the edge of what you know. And that's where simple faith begins to grow. Believing what your heart rings true. Allowing hope to guide you through.
Thanks, Mom. It's funny, for my wife and I, one of the biggest concerns we have is that we definitely want to keep the moms around. And for that, we need to isolate ourselves from them. This damn virus targeting our older people. Perhaps I'm also falling into that slot now, but damn it, man, we don't want to lose those folks. It's too much wisdom and too much experience. So for one thing, if you still have a mom around, send her some love, because if your mom is like my mom, they're forever thinking about you. Thanks for listening.